Welcome to the 2016 NAMA One Show. It is my privilege and pleasure to greet you here in Chicago. It's my kind of town. I can see that this crowd is ready to go and ready to get started. So I'd like to begin for a moment by painting a picture for you. Take a minute. Go back in time with me. The year is 1936. Franklin Roosevelt has just been reelected as president in a landslide. Hoover Dam now generates power for 3 states, and Margaret Mitchell's Gone with the Wind is just hitting bookstore shelves. Babe Ruth has just been elected as one of the first members of the Baseball Hall of Fame. In that same year, on September 14th, 1936, 13 entrepreneurs in the vending industry gathered in New York City. They strategized and they pledged a collective $5,000. Now that's $85,000 today. And in doing so, they started the National Automatic Merchandising Association. This meeting 80 years ago resulted in today's NAMA, which is our industry's leading advocate and thought leader. I would argue that this last year has probably been our best yet, both as an organization and as an industry. In the last year, what we've been calling our year of firsts, NAMA has made significant strides in positioning our industry for success. Let's take a look at a highlights reel so you can see for yourself. As you can see, we're clearly on a roll in our industry. And I could talk at great length about key accomplishments for this past year, but I'd like to focus for just a moment on advocacy. Last July, in our first ever fly-in, as you heard in the video, 200 of you came to Capitol Hill to participate in 186 meetings with elected officials. Now that's impressive. Well, one of those meetings for me was with U.S. Representative Gary Palmer, who represents Alabama's 6th congressional district, including my hometown of Birmingham. During the fly-in, the congressman generously rearranged his schedule because it was last minute, and we had to meet in a Senate hearing room rather than in his office. Sitting there in that impressive room where so many high-level federal proceedings have taken place, I'll have to admit, I was sort of in awe. Yet even there in the centers of the halls of power, we were able to connect with Congressman Palmer on a very personal level, and it led to a very productive discussion. What's the takeaway? Well, we've deepened our relationship as a result, and Gary Palmer is someone that we can call on when we need his support. As I wrap up my term as chair, I invite you to share your story What have you accomplished in partnership with NAMA? If you haven't yet taken part in advocacy for NAMA, I challenge you to do so. A great way to dive in is to join us at this year's fly-in. It's in Washington, D.C. Mark your calendars for July 12th. I guarantee you will come away inspired and proud of the big things that together we can accomplish. So as we close, I want to end my comments on a note of gratitude to my fellow board members who offer their time and talent at their own expense in service to NAMA. Looking forward, let's agree to all work together to make a real impact. Let's agree today, just like our founders did in 1936, to take action and to make a difference. We can do it, right?